Hi there, this is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Aries. Hi Aries, this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, as well as the cross watcher of the Aries. This is going to be for the first part of May, and there will be an extended version at the end of this if you want to purchase, if this first part resonates with you. I want to thank everybody for all of your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube. You guys are amazing. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it is xi_missy_xi. And for those that want to book a reading with me, please make sure you check the description box below first before you email me. And then send me an email with the title being what it is you want, so I know what to invoice you. Okay, guys? Now let's get right into it for Aries. You guys have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Then you have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Speaking, getting it off of your chest. Maybe some of you had a heart-to-heart conversation with a person. Whether this led to a breakup, whether this led to a new relationship, however that's going to work. It's two different ends of the spectrum. Now, attraction here is when we stop and smell the roses. If you are understanding of how to, manifest with law of attraction, we attract by being in the present moment, right? It's about not worrying about the past or the future. It's about being in the present moment. Something about that. It's about, listen, I've got to live in this moment right now. Maybe for some of you, you were living in the past or too worried about the future and you just can't live that way. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Somebody's vibration shifts here. Either they end something and then something new instantly manifests. Or by them shifting their vibration to this whole, I'm living in the moment, I'm going to be positive and optimistic and not look for things and not worry, where is it, and not be stuck to the past or fearful of the future. I'm just going to live. It completely shifts everything, and I feel like new things start coming in for you guys. That's how actually powerful and strong the mind is, right? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This doesn't have to be your parents. This can be you being a parent in your own little nucleus, meaning you and your children. Baby daddy, kind of an energy with you too, yeah? Ex, karmic. Someone you have children with, someone who lived with you and raised your kids, you guys raised kids together, whatever it's going to be. Some kind of family structure, okay? Make the effort. Aries, they're very, very courageous. Yeah, you guys are the very first sign of the zodiac. And you guys are the babies of the zodiac. And sometimes Aries can be too hasty. Let me in, coach. They're very very courageous like that. Sometimes too much so, because it's about taking this little moment to stop and breathe and pause or evaluate or analyze. And I think some of you guys may have stage fright right now because it feels like the make the effort thing has been put on hold. There is no effort because I'm afraid and I'm nervous and I'm going to analyze because in the past when I just jumped and in the past when I just kind of went into it, I got burned. There's this fine line between stop and pause, check, look both ways, no, nothing, okay, now I'm gonna go, right? As opposed to just running. Someone here needs to be reminded of that. It feels like they have just, see, it's because of that energy. 3 of Swords. They could be healing from this something, I don't know. It feels like somebody here is ending like a really long-term thing. I mean, we've been channeling this for a minute that, quarantine would really be that time where people go, no, absolutely fucking not. A lot of separations and divorces are going to come during this quarantine time. You have the Strength, which could be Leo energy here. This is also about having the strength to have this heart-to-heart conversation, whether this is having to leave a job, having to break up with a person, or having to speak up to say, hey, I like you. Making the effort, being vulnerable. Get out of your head with the 8 of Swords. Somebody here feels like their hands are tied, like I can't speak, I can't say it, I can't do it, I'm worried. Somebody here, it could be the ego. They're afraid to be wrong. They're afraid to look like an idiot. Shit. Let's see what that is. Ow. 7 of Cups. Oh, I feel so stiff today. Whew, Lord. 7 of Cups. choices. I don't know. Do I choose it? Do I not? Maybe I'll just wait. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Oh, Two of Cups lurking. Bottom of the deck. One of those cups is the Two of Cups. See, Queen of Cups, you got to be open. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, but you have to be open to feeling it. Open to be vulnerable, but not open to be stupid and naive. Obviously, right? See, you can't be too much like this. Queen of Swords, resting bitch face, completely detached. Not emotional at all. It's this perfect balance between the two. Between overly emotional and being too detached. It's air. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy there too. Are you open for love? My God, there it is again. See, it's meant. Two of Cups, there it is. It's meant. Meaning it's meant to be that this connection, this person, this opportunity. The wheel. The Wheel of Fortune. Destined and fated. Good luck. Serendipity. When the wheel turns, it brings love. It brings everything. Remember we talked about this earlier, about this change, this shift in vibration, or something happens and it just kind of shifts things and it kind of brings all these things in now. It's love that's coming in for many of you. If you'll let it, if you're open to it, if you're brave and courageous. The Emperor, there you are. Aries. Strategic, calculating, wants to be sure. There's nothing wrong with that. We'd be stupid not to analyze shit, you know? You have to. Remember, you can't be too much like that. And this is like how when you say you gotta look both ways before you cross the street. You don't just run across the street, you gotta make sure you look both ways, right? It has that feeling to it. The wheel, though, is about destined and fated events. Could be like lucky circumstances that happen. It's like your luck changes, is that feeling. Oh, all of a sudden my luck changed. No, your luck didn't change. Not necessarily. Queen of Pentacles. Becoming super grounded. That perfect balance is what you achieved here. Not overly open and naive and vulnerable. Not too resting bitch face, but just right. Not being too pop-offish. People get mad, like they literally have a chip on their shoulder when I say, oh, you know, Aries is, you know, because it rules by God of War, they can be really pop-offish. How dare you say that about us? Honey, a part of awakening and being an awakened person is to be self-aware. And it is that energy. I'm sorry. That's not to say every single Aries has that in their chart, because it also depends on what else they have in their chart. But a primary characteristic of that would be someone who's seasoned. That's why you're the Emperor in the deck, the God of War, or someone who is really seasoned and has been through a lot of shit, right? But what's funny is you guys are the babies of the zodiac. So it's like you guys are really brave and courageous, but like we say, sometimes a little too hasty, and there's nothing wrong with that. All 12 signs have something where it's like really great qualities and not so great. And it's like you cannot do that. Show weakness like that. To be super defensive about shit is weakness. Okay, this is a good piece of advice. In this new energy, new earth that we're in, you have to be self-aware. Because if you show that part of you that, see, this is Aries, you guys know this, you know this. You know, if you show your weakness, people will know how to attack. By being defensive, that we're all, you know, that has that energy, people will know how to attack. And if there's anything an Aries is not going to put up with, is they're not weak, they're not fucking vulnerable, right? So don't have a chip on your shoulder, don't, you know. Look there, the prize. Ace of Pentacles. You're the prize. Ace of Pentacles for me is a card of moving, career change. It can also be like a long-term commitment. It's definitely a seed that's planted that will grow for a very long time. Because put it this way, you're extremely seasoned. Look at this Emperor. He's chillaxing. He's not rushing forward. He is watching and he's making sure, and that's what you want to do, but you don't want to live there in this place of indecision because now I'm scared or I'm afraid. But then you also don't want to just run across the street like that and without looking, is the point. My baby daddy is an Aries. It's the only Aries I've ever been with in my life. You know, I've had a lot of clients that are Aries. 6 of Cups, very deep soulmate connection. Very deep, past lives together for sure. 2 of Swords, the indecision. Worried about, is it going to take me over? Is it going to be like the last one? Is it going to be irritating as fuck? Are they going to irritate me? Or am I going to be trapped? Are they going to nag like they used to? Are they going to grumble? Are we going to fight all the time? Knight of Pentacles, you want to take your time. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's absolutely gorgeous to take your time. Truly. But you can't sit on pause forever. That's just the point here. You got to find that perfect balance, and I think you do. I think you absolutely do. Sitting here at the Emperor at a high vibration. You guys find this great, glorious balance. All right. If you want to purchase the extended, click on the link below. I'll see you guys there, okay? Love you. Bye.